Let's go down to Jerome's. So the Minnesota Vikings start the 2024 season in New Jersey, taking on the New York Football Giants. Now, public enemy number one, the Vikings need to stop Giants running back Saquon Barkley, and if they want a chance to win, they got to make sure that 26 is shut down. Oh, wait. So what makes the Giants fumbling, pun intended, Saquon, to a division rival even worse is that it was all documented on Hard Knocks offseason, where Joe Shane just looks like a schmuck. Anyways, but yeah, Saquon made his presence felt. 3 tutties and 126 total yards from scrimmage as the Eagles beat down the greasy grimy Green Bay Packers. Right, so Saquon looking good, man, looking good. And who knew? Just need to get healthy. Look good to go. And frankly, he carried the Eagles offense because Jalen Hurts is kind of ass. And just like we said, hey, without Kelsey, that tush push doesn't work quite as good. Not saying, I'm just saying. But, yeah, the Packers go down and look at the NFC North. So this is how far back this joke goes, because the crying Jordan hasn't been a thing in like a decade. And then Mitchell Trubisky Ponder is the logo for the Bears, but I'm not saying, I'm just saying. But hey, you could say, what about the Vikings? What does this have to do with anything? Hey, we're gonna take our wins as we can get them, man. Plus, my favorite games: Vikings wins, Packers losses. No big deal. And you could say that's petty. Well, if that's petty, then running down a dream, no problem, man. That's right. So anytime we can talk a little bit ish, we are certainly going to do. So F your face, F your mom, F everyone, right? And also, hey, Jaire Alexander. So Jar, even with some safety help, like just could not stick with A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown basically did whatever he wanted to do on Friday evening down in Sao Paulo. So is he A.J. Brown 5 for $119 at a touchdown? No problem. Plus, Jar had like a gimme interception because Jalen Hurts is actually ass. And it was such a Jar play where he danced around in the end zone taunting the Eagles, and then he brought it out and he got to like the 12. So he lost yardage. It was great, man. But something that's not great. So obviously, you don't wish injury upon anyone, even rivals. And honestly, if you wish injury upon anyone, that's no, just don't do that, man. But Jordan Love, second to last play of the game, was scrambling around, got rolled up on, and we'll see what the diagnosis is with that left ankle. Some early like Twitter doctor prognosis has been high ankle sprain, maybe something with the MCL, but we'll see. But again, you don't wish injury upon anyone, but it is noteworthy in a football context since the Vikings do visit Green Bay week 4, and it would be a little bit different facing Jordan Love or Malik Willis. You know what I mean? Actually, what if Tom Brady came out of retirement for the Packers? Nah. But like we said, hey, we're going to take our wins wherever we can get them. And it's like, oh, look, the greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers are the losingest team in South American history. No problem, man. Minnesota Vikings open up the 2024 campaign where they're going to shock all the haters and the losers. It opens in New Jersey against the Giants. And our guy, Eli Corbett, absolutely on one, just glorious. Kevin O'Connell looking like Luke Skywalker. I mean, whatever happened to movie posters where they had like the mountain of the characters? They need to bring that back. But Justin friggin' Jefferson looking like a superhero. Harry the Hitman looking like Cobra Commander. Destroy G.I. Joe. And, of course, Josh Metellus. I love it, man. It's fantastic. This season is going to be so much fun. Win, lose, or draw. Well, as long as I don't go like 3 and 14, that'd be kind of nice. Also kind of nice is, so we talk about just Kevin O'Connell. So hat model, yes. Also shirt model. Ben Gessling Strib, the situational masters hoodies with the slogan "a little unlike any other." So it is a play on Augusta National, the Masters, a blah blah blah, unlike a tradition unlike any other. Nailed it. Hello, friends. Are from game management coordinator Ryan Cordell. Kevin O'Connell said, "You can't do anything around here without having a T-shirt made up." He said, so. We were hazy about what. Get going, Devonta. Watching the end of the Packers-Eagles game, but so I was kind of fuzzy. Like, what does game management coordinator mean when they made Ryan Cordell that role, gave him that title? Apparently, just make shirts. but it's pretty good to go. Now, you may say it's kind of hokey, but so was Zimmer back in the news, flapping his gums? Like, I remembered, like, there were so many hilarious moments from that era, and it's great. So, the Zimmer stuffed animal massacre, which he denied. Okay. It was just like, hey, we're just going to rip up a bunch of stuffed animals and place them in the locker room as motivation. You're going to motivate grown-ass men with grown-ass paychecks with massacred stuffed animals. Yeah. Also, the Beat GB shirts, which sounds vaguely sexual. I don't know. But it wasn't on the level of when the Texans made up those letter jackets playing the Patriots. But, I mean, it's up there pretty bad. It's like, hey, beat Green Bay. Woo. Can't wait for the homecoming pep rally, Johnny Tryhard. Come on, man. Speaking of trying hard, all right, so Vikings put out this graphic, game week with the Giants. Of course, Times Square, and we got Slinging Sam Darnold returning to the Big Apple. Danny Dimes, Vanilla Vic. What? Apparently, that's from Bengal YouTube. It's kind of awesome, man. But there's a little bit of an issue here. And this seems like a pretty bad unforced error. So top left corner, you see what appear to be two birds, kind of, and also a very tall building. So maybe since we're playing in New Jersey, like this doesn't really matter. But come on, man. And also, it's not even like a key part of the graphic. Like you could just have sky there and there's no muss, no fuss. So why? Why the placement of the two birds? Come on, man. Come on, get the hell out of here. Speaking of, I have no segue. Anyways, but the Vikings Friday injury report was out, and Stephon Gilmore, Harrison Smith got a veteran day, so that's no big deal. But more importantly, Jordan Addison, high ankle sprain, as well as Jalen Speedy Naylor, ankle, participated in full, and they're up 0 goose egg. DeAndre Russell injury designations headed into week 1, so that's fantastic for the Vikings. And now we're just going to drop bombs. It's like Sam Darnold's got his full complement of wide receivers, so bring it on. Let's go, man. It's going to be fantastic. Speaking of wide receivers, so I feel like there's something with the media where they're contractually obligated to mention Jamar Chase whenever they talk about Justin Jefferson. Like, it's very weird. Ooh, let's go, Devonta. Roll Tide, baby. But Jamar Chase looking to get paid. Still has 2 years left. The final year of his rookie deal, as well as the 5th-year option. And also, we've talked about this. The Bengals are notoriously one of the cheapest teams in the league, if not the cheapest, as evidenced by them walking across a public street to get to their practice field, which is underneath a highway. But Jamar Chase having his holdout and all that stuff. Basically, he gave the team an ultimatum that a contract had to be done on Friday. Didn't happen. Shocker. Oh, wait. So you're trying to demand a very rich contract, the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history from one of the cheapest teams in the league, and you have 2 years left on your deal after they just paid Joe Burrow? Good luck. But Jeremy Rausch, Fox 19 down in Cincy, quote, they've been talking about that Jamar Chase wanted to beat Justin Jefferson's contract by a penny, but not so much. Quote, if I want to beat Justin, I want to beat the ish out of Justin, not by a penny, brother. So he wants more than Justin Jefferson. Good luck. Best of luck. Well wishes. Like, hey, you want 36, 37, 38 million per year? Good luck. I'm sure that he will get that. I don't think it'll be from the Bengals, and it certainly won't be before next offseason. Right? And so Jamar Chase holding out, and also his status for week 1 is up in the air against the Patriots because he's not in game shape. And also, you look at the Brandon Ayuk situation. You look at CeeDee Lamb, that holdout, like receivers taking everything to the mat. But again, contrast it with Justin Jefferson. Yes, he got paid. Yes, he absolutely got paid, but he deserves it. Best player in the game deserves the best contract at his position, right? And also, the negotiations went silky smooth because there was mutual respect on both sides. Jefferson wanted to be here in the great state of Minnesota, despite what Kay Adams says, and also the Vikings wanted Justin Jefferson here, and they worked it out. The highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history without any hiccups. It was amazing. And also, Jeff Wall, a Vikings receiver, Justin Jefferson, with some pretty telling comments here about why he handled his contract the way he did. It speaks a lot to his character. Quote, it was really for my teammates to really not show that I'm all about the money. I knew the contract was going to come, end quote. So, yeah, you could say, well, he skipped voluntary OTAs. I mean, players not even in contract negotiations give voluntary OTAs all the time, all right, especially if they don't have a sizable workout bonus. But, I mean, the whole thing with Jefferson, like when he was in Jamar Chase's situation last offseason with 2 years left on his deal, close to a contract, but no ripples, no passive-aggressive social media posts, no leaks from his camp, no leaks from the Vikings, nothing like that. And everything that Jefferson did was professional, mutual love and respect, and you just don't see that in not even just receivers, but contract negotiations writ large. Like it can get really, really ugly during that, where teams don't want to pay and players want the money, and that's where they butt heads, and both sides feel like they have to win. But no, that's what makes Justin Jefferson special. Where, Jamar Chase. So his contract negotiation is all about Jamar Chase. Justin Jefferson's contract negotiation is about the team, and that's what separates them. Speaking of the team, so cap space. So Vikings were bolting into week 1 with just under $1 million in cap space. Now, you do need a couple million during the regular season for practice squad elevations, as well as potential roster signings. So it's good to have a little bit of leeway. The Vikings created some cap space by restructuring TJ Hawkinson's deal. Now, Hawkinson still gets paid the same, but it just impacts when the money comes in. Guessling, the Vikings signing bonus conversion with TJ Hawkinson cleared about $7 million in salary cap space, according to a league source. Should give them more operating room for the season, given they were under $1 million before the move. And it makes sense. You restructure players that you want to be there. Took Hawkinson's $9.9 million base, skinned it down to the bone, and turned the remainder into a roster bonus prorated over 5 years. So you're good to go. Also good to go is Ivan Pace Jr. in year 2, and he spoke with Darren Doogie-Wolfson, KSTP Sports, about the season. So he did reveal that Blake Cashman, Saquon, is that 4? Is he in? Leave it. Like Stephon Diggs on Family Feud. Leave it in. I didn't get in. Give it to him again. Give him 4 tutties. Let's go. But, yeah, Ivan Pace Jr. revealed that Cashman's going to be wearing the green dot. Now, Pace didn't seem too happy about it because, wearing that green dot sideline communicator on defense, it's a sign of respect. It's a sign of leadership. It's a sign that you can communicate with your teammates to get the defense lined up. Now, Pace did wear the green dot intermittently during camp, as well as he wore it last season after Jordan Hicks went down. So, Pace wants that. Like, not only is Pace a great player, but he wants to lead. Like, he wants, and also, that it had to chap his ass a little bit that he wasn't voted team captain, but that'll come as well, right? And the Vikings having Metellus and Harrison Phillips out there, so it makes sense. But long story longer, talking about his relationship with new linebacker Blake Cashman, since both of them are going to be inside off balls for Flores' defense. This is what he said, quote, "We good, man. I like him," Blake Cashman, when he came over here. "We connected here real quick. Better than what it was last year with the other backers." Now, this is not the first time that Pace has had some thoughts about last year's linebacking crew. Where I believe it was the Kay Adams interview where he said something offhanded about the linebackers last year. Now, there's only 2 linebackers who weren't back from last year's team. Troy Dye, which I don't think he has a problem with Troy Dye. Troy Dye is awesome, but Troy Dye's with the Chargers, and then you got Jordan Hicks, who's with the Browns, who Pace also saw at joint practices with Cleveland. I don't know, man, but I don't want to read too much into it. But, did they fumble? Ay, Dios mío. Oh, no, they're fine. But I don't know. Like, I know the Pace will get mad. Like, media outlets will be running with this quote. But just like you said it, man. Like, better than what it was last year with the other backers. Well, how are we supposed to take that? It's funny, man. But, Ivan Pace Jr., absolute monster. Love him, man. But, hey, Pro Bowl season, maybe all pro. Let's go. Don't you know, with employee number 0. That's right. But that's it. Beautiful Saturday news dump. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skol, production value.